Hello, everybody. Please let me know in the chat if you can hear me, but I think you should be able to. We'll just wait a few minutes for everyone to come in. And Nick, let me know if you can hear me just to be sure, and make sure you've let everyone on Telegram and Discord know to come join us now. It's going to be a great call. Crystal clear, beautiful. Yeah, it's going to be a good call, guys. So I will just give a couple minutes because a lot of the big heading news we've put at the beginning. We want to dive right into it. It's going to be great content throughout, so stay with us. But I wanted to jump into the big stuff that needs addressing, and that we're excited to share with you. So we'll just wait a couple of minutes, let people flow in. We've kept it at this time this month. Last month I was asking you to come in and let us know where you're calling in from and what time it is for you. And then we held a vote afterwards, both on Discord and Telegram, just to see, firstly, is this time good or is it not? If it wasn't, we'd proceed with another vote to, come up with a better time. But both of the votes, majority was this time suits everyone. So we've left it at where it is. I am in Christchurch, New Zealand currently. It's, what is it for me? 9 p.m. So a great way to end the day with you guys. And I'm excited. I'm excited for this call. It's going to be a good one. I can't believe we're at the end of Q1 already. This year is flying, as they all do. Welcome in, everyone. Again, just giving a couple minutes to get everyone in here, because it's going to be a great call with a lot of big news. I'll actually just start off by talking about our Twitter, our X account. The last call, I had told you guys we're this close to recovering it. I wanted to come to you with good news, and I'm pretty sure it was the day after that we got it back. So I was sad we couldn't get it just before the community call, but very happy to share the good news. We've got our account back. We've been planning a good cadence to, release the pipeline of exciting things that we've had in the works. We kind of wanted to hold back on some of the biggest stuff because obviously we have our biggest audience on Twitter. So it just made sense to, if we want to make a bang, we wanted our Twitter back. So we got our access back. I'm telling you, we did everything we could to get that thing back. Since I guess Elon's taken over, there's not too much customer service support there. It was mostly automated, going through this repetitive ticketing system. We had a real issue, but luckily Centrifuge, shout out Centrifuge, who had a similar issue earlier in the year, managed to connect us with someone from Twitter, an engineer who really expedited things and got us there in the end. So hallelujah, we're back on Twitter, better than ever. And like I said, excited to roll out some really big things for you guys. So let's get into it now, starting off with the subquery roadmap. So a lot of you have been asking for this for a while, the next one, because we pretty much completed everything we were going to set out to achieve in our last roadmap. So like I said, we were just kind of all in discussions, passionate team over here. Everyone's trying to do a lot of things. So we just have to get aligned, decide what we want to achieve as a team together, what everyone's happy with, and make sure we're going in the direction that makes sense for subquery. And we were excited for what came to fruition. I know I promised the roadmap by the end of March, and we literally released it on the 31st of March. So I kept my word, but sorry for making you wait right till the last day of March. We did want to do a website page this time for the format, have a really nice, slick website page. So yeah, we had a little bit of delays getting that page up and running and whatnot, just with designers, but we're really happy with it, how it came out. And we're very excited to share our subquery year of AI that 2025 is going to be. So we have 3 major categories that we're going to be focusing on. The first one is scaling the subquery network. And some of what we're going to talk about in this call really goes to show that we're drilling into that one already. It's all about getting people using SQT. SQT is a utility token. It's there to help decentralize the future of Web3 infrastructure. And now it's time. The mainnet's been launched. We're happy it's running smoothly. You can get RPCs, get your indexes from there. And it's time to really get people jumping in there and using SQT. And I will talk about that more as this call unfolds. The next one is accelerating the growth of Web3 with AI. So that will kind of be incorporated with the first one in the subquery network. We're going to do AI pieces within the network. We're going to do AI within everything we're doing is the plan. So again, I'll talk about our AI Discord bot later in the call, but we've already introduced Sebastian into our Discord. And there's going to be a bit of other fun bits and pieces to do with AI, as well as kind of revolutionary pieces that are going to help builders build the best decentralized applications, which is ultimately what we're all about when it comes to indexing, RPCs, and AI frameworks and the tools to build the best decentralized and AI-powered applications. And finally, bringing the best indexing support to all. So this is our bread and butter. This is the core of subquery. This is where we began as an indexing tool, as a toolkit for developers to access and query on-chain data and present that or use that in their apps in really cool ways. So we're going to continue to do that. We're going to continue to have such a wide-reaching support. I think we're at 283 chains. It's actually going to be in this slide. So let's see when I get to it. But I'm going to say 283 supported networks. One of our great features is multi-chain indexing support. So that means for all these applications that are now cross-chain, which many are because that is the future we believe, they can get data from multiple different chains and put it into one database and one indexer, as opposed to having a indexer or a database for every single chain they're working on, which can be a bit of a nightmare. So we already have that multi-chain indexing support, but we're going to roll out more and more features. One coming soon next week, so I'll save that. But it's going to be amazing. Our multi-chain indexing is already a really cool feature, and it's just going to get better and easier for developers to use. So I've just touched on those 3 categories, but there's a lot more on the Roadmap website page. Nick, do me a favor and drop the Roadmap link into the chat, but otherwise you can also scan the QR code there on the screen and go have a look at it. We're really excited about it. We're always open to feedback. So let us know if you have any questions. We'll have time at the end for questions here. If I can't answer any, I will get Ian, our CTO, to answer in the Discord channel. But if you have any feedback, suggestions, or anything's unclear, we want to know, and you guys are the best people to tell us. Okay, I mentioned this was going to be a big call. I mentioned you guys are going to be the first to hear about something that's going to be announced in 52 minutes. So just after this call, we'll launch the announcement. But wanted to give you guys a little bit of alpha for jumping on here. And that is that we're about to launch Subquery's biggest ever campaign. It's our consumer rewards program. We're putting 60 million SQT into this campaign, and we are very excited about it. As I mentioned, to do with our roadmap was enhancing and accelerating the adoption of the Subquery network. This campaign is centered all around that. So let me go into a bit of detail. So it's our consumer rewards program. So it's aimed towards consumers, which are the participants in the network that are querying, getting supported by the indexes to query data for their apps. So it's the app builders. As mentioned, highest rewards program in sub-query history so far. I think the closest we had was the Seekers program. That was 50 million. We wanted to up that. We want this to be bigger and better. This is going to be 60 million SQT. So what it is it's going to reward top consumers on the sub-query network. So there's going to be a leaderboard. So there'll be a bit of competition getting up to the top of the leaderboard. It's going to be a 12-month long program, and consumers will be able to earn up to 10 times their query spending. So up to 900% in rewards. So builders that are currently on another network or a centralized service or hosting locally are going to be very drawn and attracted to this program, where infrastructure can be very expensive and time consuming and centralized and have a single point of failure. Here, they have decentralized indexing at their fingertips. And not only are they they're going to lock and spend some SQT, but they could earn up to 900% of that spending back. So if they're a top performer, and we will be rewarding multiple top performers on the leaderboard, they're going to really earn rewards that will balance out any costs that they have. And just to say that actually generally with the way the network is, you are likely to balance out your cost or your spending anyway from general query rewards. But this 60 million SQT is going to be on top of that. It's going to be a massive SQT rewards for these consumers, because we just want to get people into the network and realizing how amazing it is, and building amazing apps using indexing from the sub-query network. So total rewards pool 60 million. This is for both subgraph and sub-query project deployments. There'll be two separate reward pools, but you can literally deploy your subgraph to the sub-query network. So we want your help. If you're technical, amazing. If you're technical and in technical communities and can spread the word of this to people who are currently on the Graph network, spending money on their infrastructure, they don't need to anymore. They can deploy their subgraph as it is onto the sub-query network and earn rewards in our consumer rewards program. If they migrate to a sub-query project, they have the potential to earn even more rewards. So the sub-query project pool will be bigger than the subgraph pool, because of course we want to incentivize people to be hosting sub-query projects, but there will be a rewards pool for subgraph developers as well, because we want to make it as easy and seamless for them to deploy to the sub-query network, and we want them to get rewarded as well. So if you have any ideas about how we can access more people on the Graph network, more teams, let us know. We have a bunch of ideas anyway, but we're always open to hear from you, and we would love you to help spread the news of this campaign. We've got a lot of cool things that we're going to be doing to really amplify this news, but you guys are our beautiful, loyal community members. We know how powerful you can be. We know how powerful word of mouth is. So we're calling on you to help spread this news far and wide. I've touched on it here, but the market advantage for us launching this program is going to be the current token prices. With our current token price is going to lower deployment costs. So like I said, you're going to have to spend and lock SQT, but with the current token price, it's so affordable. Boost rewards that we have in the network, that boost reward mechanism is going to subsidize query expenses. And then there's this massive program of rewards as well. So it will make the network a highly, highly attractive option for consumers and builders of apps. It's just a matter of getting the word out to them. We're very excited about the program. Biggest program ever. Please spread the word. And if you are non-technical, we are also planning some exciting things for you guys to help us in spreading this news. So there's going to be rewards up for grabs, not just for our, consumers who are a technical participant of the sub-query network. So as I said, that'll be announced in now 46 minutes. So more details to come and more details to be revealed in the coming kind of weeks as well. One thing I didn't mention is that this program will start on May 1st. However, if people want to get highly ranked, they need to migrate or deploy their subgraph today. Like, there's no reason to delay or wait until May 1st. Do it now. Start getting your rank up higher so that you can be at the top of that leaderboard when the time comes. So yeah, more news coming on that soon, and we're very excited. Another exciting piece of news, I touched on it last community call, gave you guys the inside word that Subquery infrastructure support was coming for Solana. Our decentralized RPCs for Solana are live. You can access RPCs on the Subquery network, spend SQT. However, the rewards that you receive for querying will balance out the cost that you spend for that RPC, making it effectively free. So really important to understand that the way the mechanism is on the Subquery network is that this RPC can be effectively free for you. Indexing coming very, very soon. Scott, who some of you will know, he's our lead STK developer, is working very hard on the indexing support. It's right around the corner. Obviously, we don't want to jump the gun. We don't want to release it before it's ready. So just crossing our I's and dotting our T's, and then we will announce Solana support as soon as it's ready. Very excited to add to our non-EVM chain support. And, we've got our Polkadot, Cosmos, Algorand, Nair, many others. Let's add Solana. It's been one that's everyone's been excited about and waiting for a long time. We're excited to kind of unlock our support into that ecosystem because we know it's thriving with developers who need good infrastructure. So we're here to help. Okay, as just mentioned, decentralized RPCs on Solana, fast, decentralized, effectively free. Covered all this. And indexing coming soon. Sorry, should have pressed through the slides as I was talking. Another actually really exciting network that we've just supported on indexing is Sonic. So from my understanding, Sonic used to be Phantom. They have a massive ecosystem, a lot of builders and excited people building on Sonic. And so we're excited to support them with indexing. Another massive ecosystem, actually, probably close to the impact that we have with the Solana announcement. But Solana's been just such a long time coming. But yeah, very excited about Sonic as well. And we have a quote from the Sonic dev relations team from Sedge saying, Sonic devs now have top-tier data indexing with Subquery, making on-chain queries seamless. Excited for this integration. So an awesome quote from them. 282 supported networks and growing. So I was under by one, but give us a day and we'll be at 283. Next, something really cool that we've started doing is case study articles. So we've done customer announcements for a long time. We've got a lot of customers doing cool announcements with them, but we thought it was time we get a bit more deeper, a bit more technical on these case studies. So we've released one with Folks Finance. They're an Algorand DeFi project, and we're going to have more coming soon like these case study types. It helps us when we're speaking to new potential customers looking at Subquery, wanting to really understand the use cases a bit better. We can send them articles like this, or people considering using Subquery and wanting to know kind of how it goes from code to a UI. So we have things like this. It's a bit small to see, but you can see in our article, we have the indexer code over to the Explorer screenshot, over to what the final visual result in the UI was for Folks Finance. And we have kind of queries and more detailed technical explanations in those case studies. Real juicy, meaty, good articles for developers. Next, we have our community-led governance. So I'm going to bring Sean up to the stage to have a chat about this. Welcome, Sean.
Hello. Thank you so much, Brittany. And hello, everyone. Great to be back again. Just a quick note before I do start a comment on the roadmap on the very last day of the month. We did try to push it out very early, but what you may have noticed is if we did push it out on the very next day, on the 1st of April, it could have been considered an April Fool's Day joke, depending on where you are in the world. And then if we delayed it, then it'll be the 2nd, which is effectively today, depending where you are in the world. So just a quick note on that. But getting back to community-led, sorry?
Great point, Sean. I'm glad I didn't accidentally put it out on April 1st.
Exactly. But heading back to community-led governance, you can see on the slide there that we're doubling down on decentralized decision-making, trying to increase engagement with the community. So we've got node operators at the forefront, but also delegators and any token holders within the community. We're trying to get your feedback, right? Because we read comments, we hear your feedback, and we want to use it to help shape the future of where we're going. I mean, it's really important to us. So what we've done is we've also made it a little bit more fun, and we've put in a small prize of $50 worth of SQT for a random voter for each time we have a vote. Again, just a bit of fun, and I'm not sure if it's big news where you guys are around the world, but down in our area, cost of living is always on the news. So $50 is $50, right? I mean, you can't complain. And in particular, last vote, there are only 53 people. So your chance of winning is 1 in 53, which is not too bad if you ask me. And then on the next point there on the slide, talking about community engagement, the next proposal is also out. It's just been made live a few hours ago, and it was actually initiated by one of the communities, Relax. Well, Mr. Freeman, as this person is known as, suggested a great idea where, for example, rewards that have come through staking, for example, couldn't be restaked immediately in the next era. There was a one era delay, which meant that one whole week would have been wasted. So this person suggested if it could be restaked straight away, it'd be great. We thought it was awesome as well. So we've put through a proposal to make the slight change, and that's live as mentioned. So jump in, have your say. It's just a couple of clicks of the button, whether you agree or don't agree, and then be in the chance to win. And a bit of a drum roll, I don't have one, but you can see the very last line there. The winner of the vote last month was the person ending with the address ending in double or quadruple DE. So congratulations, the prize has been sent out. But if you would be great if you reached out and introduced yourself to us, that'd be awesome as well. But as mentioned, the rewards have been sent out. If you want to jump to the next slide, I can take that as well, Brittany, just to give your voice a bit of a break if you want. Just a quick recap on Era 58 there. You can see these stats. We do publish them every week, as you may know, and the numbers there, I won't go through all of the numbers one by one, but you can see that they're fairly stable. And what we do want to do is we look at them very carefully, and we're trying our hardest to move them, as they say, to the top right corner, right? And hopefully the very first step this year in particular with the AI concept and with the reward program that Brittany just mentioned, it's a positive move in the right direction. And as always, the APYs are fairly high for operators and also for delegators as well. So rewards are going out, and then the progress will be slow, but at least we're moving in a positive direction. And with that, it was great to see everyone, or hear everyone, or I guess not really, but speak to everyone really this time. And back over to you, Brittany.
Beautiful. Thank you, Sean. And yeah, just to touch on the kind of $50 reward on the vote, obviously you get a say in the direction of the network and the direction of this project, and that's pretty cool in itself. We just threw in $50 to kind of increase the incentive even more. I think someone commented that it wasn't enough, but I thought $50 is pretty good. And like Sean said, I think we had 53 voters on the last vote, so your odds are pretty decent. So make sure you jump in, have a vote. The one that Sean mentioned just launched is a really cool idea suggested by Relax in the community. So the community's for it, we're for it. It seems like an easy vote. Just jump in, hit that vote, and put your hat in the ring for that $50. Cool. So that brings me to the Subquery AI Assistant bot, which I mentioned a little bit earlier in the call. Sebastian. That's a play off of Subquery. Hopefully everybody got that. That is the name of our bot that's operating in the general channel on the Subquery Discord. Go in and have a chat. If you ask a question, he should answer. If you tag him, he'll definitely answer. We're fine-tuning it, though, of course. If there's pieces where you're like, oh, he shouldn't be answering that, like, give us feedback. We can kind of adjust him, adjust his personality, adjust what he answers. But we wanted to get it out. He's trained on all of our Subquery documentation. So especially Subquery related, anything in the documentation, he should be able to answer very, very well. If you ask him, what color is the sky? He might still know. It'll be interesting, actually. Feel free to test, have a play with what he knows. And yeah, give us feedback on that. As I mentioned, we want to kind of incorporate AI into a lot of everything we do because we want to really be a champion of the AI narrative and sector. So we're going to show it off in any way we can. And Sebastian is built using the Subquery AI app framework. So it's just a case highlight and use case of what you can do with the AI app framework, and most of the things that we kind of show off and release in different ways are going to be coming back to that AI app framework and kind of showing what's possible with it. Subquery's member of the month for March is AI, funnily enough. I'm telling you, we're all things AI at the moment. So AI Subquery, handle is AI2841 from Thailand. He's an OG. He's been most active member on the Thai channel, staying consistently engaged to this day. So keep the energy up and enjoy our well-earned $100 SQT bonus. We'll DM you on Discord. Nick specifically will DM you on Discord. But be very careful, everybody, if you are getting DMs from someone that looks like Subquery. I personally will never DM you. I'll always get you guys to DM us first. Just in the case of the member of the month, Nick will reach out. So congratulations, Christopher Wu, actually, by the looks of his bio. Congrats, Chris. And Kopkun Ka, that reminds me of White Lotus, if anyone's watching it, the third season, set in Thailand. Amazing show. Highly recommend if you're not already watching it. And the season's just as good as the last two were. And finally, Zealy code word. The code word is the future is AI. You can see there's some capitals, there's some lowercase there. It should be all in one word, but it is not case sensitive on Zealy. So you can type it exactly as it is there, but you can also type it in all lowercase or all uppercase. And make sure to get those points on Zealy. And I can see Chris is in the chat. My first time. Congratulations. And thank you so much for all your support and helping out in the Thai channel. All right, Q&A. Please flick through any questions if you have already so far. Again, if you don't know me, by way of introduction, I'm Brittany. I'm the head of marketing. I've been at Subquery for about 3.5 years. I have good knowledge, but I am not our most technical member. So if the questions are beyond my technical capabilities, I will pass them on to Ian to answer in the Discord like I did last time. We want to answer any questions that you guys have. If they're not coming to you right now or they come to you after the call, just post on Discord general channel. Also, the Telegram community channel works as well. I check there. I'm on there often. But Ian, especially, and a lot of our developers are more active in Discord. So you'll get them easier over there. Let's see if we have any questions. We have a suggestion here. The next suggestion would be to reduce the undelegation time to 1 week, which is equal to 1 error. Now it is 2 weeks and we lose 1 week again. The team can already start thinking about fixes in the code. I wonder if Sean wants to come back. Sounds like a good, let me see if Sean wants to comment on that. Sean,
Hello.
welcome to the stage.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah, a great suggestion. What better way to ask the community? Let's put a proposal together and see what people think and have a discussion about it. But as we said, we're open to feedback and community suggestions as well.
Awesome. Yeah, and if the person who suggested this, if you know of Relax in our Discord, feel free to kind of speak to him about how he raised the proposal, or Sean can kind of share it here or on the Discord. But I think it was a pretty nice, quick, smooth process. He kind of just raised his idea, reasons behind it. We thought it made sense. So we put it through for a vote. So obviously we had to check with Ian if it was technically possible. Ian said it was. We moved forward with it. Like, we want to deliver on your guys' suggestions. So another great one. Thanks, Sean. Okay. When you DEX and exchange, the famous question that everybody's asking. I actually just wanted to have a chat about this internally today as well. It is something that's takes more strategy and thinking than maybe you guys would think. We have our token listed on Bybit, Crypto.com, Gate. We're very satisfied with what we have and what we offer. We have obviously the decentralized option in Uniswap as well. We feel it's sufficient right now, but we are always in discussions. We have connections to all the top exchanges, and it's just a matter of when the timing is right. So can't say too much. If you don't know already, exchange discussions and agreements are highly, highly, highly confidential anyway. So unfortunately can't, like, literally my hands are tied, but we will always reveal information as soon as we can. And yeah, it's all about just the right timing with that kind of thing. Good guy. Well, when will the Subquery SDK support Solana? Okay, I touched on this a little bit earlier in the call. We have the decentralized RPCs supporting Solana, the Subquery SDK. I'm going to throw Scott in here. Scott has told me we'll be ready by the end of next week. So I think with developers, whatever they say, it's always a little bit longer. They come across a few bugs. There's a few kinks to iron out. So let's say within the next month, we will, I believe, have announced and confirmed that the Subquery SDK is supporting Solana. So keep an eye on that. Good guy, if you specifically are planning to use it, feel free to DM me on Discord or write on our SDK technical support channel, or just contact one of us, because we're actually looking for launch partners. Like, we want people to help us test it out as well. So if you're interested, definitely get in touch with me. And yeah, I'm gonna put the bold call out and say within 1 month time, it will be confirmed and announced, hopefully sooner, but I don't want to put too much pressure on Scott and the team. He'll kill me. Okay, I think that's all of our questions today. Beautiful. If there are any more questions after the call, like I say, please drop them in our Discord and our Telegram. The Consumer Rewards Program will be announced in just under half an hour now. Please help get excited, make some noise about it. And like I said, we'll have some campaigns coming for the non-technical people too, to help us spread the word of the program. And yeah, we just want as many people as we can speaking about it, passing on the word, getting in front of as many developers as possible, because you can't lose. You're gonna get your indexing for a very very good price with the current SQT token price. You're going to earn query rewards just by interacting with the network, and you have a good chance at this stage of being a high performer that gets rewarded by the consumer rewards program. So very excited, biggest campaign ever. Let's start off this Q2, with a bang. So thanks everyone for joining. We will chat soon. I will be here same time next month. We will have just literally launched the program May 1st. So we can have a chat about how it's going and other exciting things that are being built off and around it. And yeah, thank you everyone. Have a beautiful day, morning, night, wherever you are. And I will speak to you virtually again soon. Goodbye.